Hello, my name is Matthew with Bitland Global, and I've been tasked to show you the split and send of a property to another user. And for that, we're going to need a new user. Check out the terms, and I'll go ahead and confirm this email, and we'll get started. As expected, we'll need to log in, so we're going to go ahead and do that now. Here's the front user interface. We'll need to get verified. So we're going to go ahead and fill out this verification information. We'll need to send it in. It'll have to be approved by the global verification team. This is basic know your customer information. As you can see from this form, administrators within a specific nation state would have access to verifications for those specific portals, and when we get to the two admin accounts that currently have those specific permissions, we'll demonstrate. But for now, we're going to have to submit this verification and wait for it to be approved. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to that other account for us. Should be pretty easy. I'll approve us for global verification. Now we're going to need to apply for Indian verification. Now that we're verified, you'll see on the left there are two new modules that are opened up. We'll be diving into each of them to check them out. Map view is a current composite of all publicly tradable properties on the Bitland protocol at this time, and the trading post is an access to a front end that is for state-specific purposes. For instance, when we get in here, you'll see India is on the list, but we have no ability to access it, so we're going to need to switch over to this screen here. And on this screen, we'll be able to request verification in that specific state portal, and subsequently, we'll switch over to the admin that would be responsible for approving it, and we'll approve it. We've switched over to the India-specific admin, and we need to approve of the state verification that was just requested. So you can see here, we're going to do that. Looks like it was approved. Now we can do a lot of other things, like open communications with relevant users, as well as view user data and details relevant to you, like transactions or disputes within your portal, things like that. You can see there we are indeed verified for one country, so we'll attempt to enter it now. So we do have access now to the State of India portal, land and water tools, notary services, and Indian support services. We've been tasked here to split a property and to receive a property. Well, to receive a property, we'll need to connect with someone. We're going to go ahead and generate an ID and get connected with someone. So once we get the ID generated, we'll have to switch over to the other account and add that particular ID. Once the connection is established, we'll be able to move forward with trading. Go ahead and send this out. It says it requires both approvals, so we'll go ahead and approve it from this one. Should be pretty easy. And now we'll switch to the other account and do the exact same thing. Alright, and back on the other account, looks like both users are in the list of online connections, so I presume we'll be able to move forward with the split and sell. Now the transaction itself that wants to be split is on the account that we just kind of connected with, so we're going to go ahead and stay on this account and initiate that split. It'll split it right down the middle for now rather than using the polygon tool. We'll go ahead and submit it for now without a file upload. There's the original transaction, and there's the new transaction. Looks like there are requirements for both of them that need to be fulfilled. This first stage would normally go to some sort of tribunal. It takes a couple of days, I presume, to complete. In this case, it's coming back as approved because we hit it. Now this particular permission set on this account will be required to apply this final approval before being adopted to chain. Now that would require any disputes to be resolved. Now disputes can be added by either user or client, and the second admin account is exactly the account that would resolve those disputes. Now that the previous admin has went ahead and decided that there are no disputes on hand for this split, we can go ahead and verify it to the chain entirely. Afterwards, we will proceed with selling this new property to the new user that we just created. And to sell it to our newly created and verified user, we'll go ahead and sell them the original transaction. We'll need to select the recipient in our list, and of course that's going to be recipients that we have connected with. We're not going to adjust the polygon data as it was already done at the split. We'll go ahead and submit this, and this will require the same approvals as before. We'll go ahead and skip forward to where the final approval is applied because we just did this with the split transactions. Alright, and we're coming back into it with the final approval. Both users have agreed that they want to do this transaction. It's gone to the appropriate queues. All parties involved have had the opportunity to enter disputes, and it was just approved. So let's go check it out on that new account. Sure enough, an owned contract. And so, Bitland Global presents our concept for establishing, managing, and overseeing land data on a blockchain-based protocol. We believe that using established identities, on-chain, smart contract, and traditional DB in combination with industry-grade encrypted point of access and data communications, we can provide a safe and functional and scalable means to bridge client and administrator to both illiquid and liquid cadasters.